Hi there. Happy Valentine's Day and welcome to part 2 of baking brownies in cast iron. The first batch of brownies from a few days ago was very good and I wouldn't have minded serving them to anyone, but there were a couple of little things I wanted to do better and here's the result. If these videos didn't take so much time and resources to put together, I'd want to do them all twice because they all seem to turn out much better the second time around. The recipe is essentially the same as before, but this time we're using a larger pan, so the batter will have more room to expand. We grease the pan so the parchment paper sticks to the surface, and it gives a better surface so the brownies won't stick. Then it's a matter of adding our ingredients. This is nothing more than flour, cocoa powder, salt, and just a little bit of baking soda. I've learned it's very important to whisk air into the dry ingredients, and this is the reason why we add the wet ingredients to the dry ingredients rather than the other way around. In a separate bowl, we prepare the wet ingredients, which are simply sugar, brown sugar, and 3 eggs. In order to make this a red velvet mix, we add a touch of bitterness with a 1/4 cup of buttermilk and 1/2 teaspoon of vinegar. Then we mix it all together, and the hard part is done. As before, we're using red candy melts to help give a red color to the brownies. Of course, you can use better quality chocolate because we'll be coloring it with red food coloring. Once the chocolate is melted, we mix it into the wet ingredients. This is the part where your kids will want to take part in this, which of course is the right thing to do. Then we add the wet ingredients to the dry ingredients. To improve the color, we add about a teaspoon or 2 of red food coloring. A little bit more than last time. And the brownie batter goes into the baking pan. Be sure to shake the pan to release air bubbles and even out the batter. Then we bake it at 350 degrees for about 35 to 40 minutes. Use the same recipe, except for a bit more food coloring. But the texture definitely looks a little different. Glad we used a bigger pan this time. Using the right pan really helped here, as it produced nearly twice as many brownies and still gave almost the same amount of edge pieces to nibble on. Keep a cloth or a clean sponge nearby and clean off your slicing knife to keep the brownies from sticking. This is the second greatest moment we get when making brownies, as we have a set of red velvet brownies that easily surpasses what you can buy at the store for $10 or more, especially on Valentine's Day. And of course, we get to serve the edge pieces as a bonus. And to really take this over the top, we're preparing a cream cheese frosting. It took a while for me to learn an important lesson, which is to mix the butter and the cream cheese together, then add powdered sugar a little at a time. Don't dump all the sugar into the mixing bowl at once because it won't produce a smooth frosting. As with all good things, a little patience goes a long way. And here we have a homemade cream cheese frosting to top our red velvet brownies. I do hope you enjoy these brownies because they're very easy to make and dangerously delicious. They're as good a dessert as you can get for serving on Valentine's Day or indeed any time of the year. If you give these a try, please post your comments below and let us know how they turned out. Have fun and thank you for watching.